Hello, my lunatic friend. It's the Crypto Lunatic from the Lunar Cafe, the channel for crypto newbies that are looking for moonshots and for degens looking for coins which haven't pumped yet. So, today I'm going to bring you a complete degen shot. A complete degen shot. Now, I went on CoinMarketCap and it's trending coins, and this coin was up there. And I thought, okay, well, what is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. And before I go on, I'm not paid by the company to talk about this. I'm not invested in it, and this definitely isn't financial advice. It's just a bit of fun on the lunatic. There you go. So, with that in mind, bearing in mind we're in the degen lunatic zone, join me on a little journey. So here we go. Start off with the market cap. Degen, my friends, this is absolutely high risk. The massively high risk zone of under 10 million market cap. The degen zone, which you know I like to look at. And look at the usual suspect thing, looks like a scam coin. So at one stage, this was up to 16 cents, and now it's down to 1 cent. So we're going to look into it. What is it? What does it do? What's the deal here? We have a look here. We see terrible tokenomics. We sort of expect that on early stage launch coins. And as we scroll down, we see this is on quite a few exchanges, including Binance Alpha, which is promising for a degen project. Privasea AI news. Not so great on the tokenomics front, as we see. And this, it looks like a nightmare. But before we go on, this is the vesting schedule, and these are the upcoming unlocks. And what we see here is that right up until here, right up until May the 2nd, 2030, there's going to be unlocks on this project. So what I'm going to focus on is to say here, look, this is right at the very beginning of the cycle. So the real punishing part of this schedule doesn't really start until November the 2nd. So if you're getting in and out, then that would be a good time. But look, the roundabout here, there's not too much of an unlock. So as long as you get out before March next year, you're not going to have as much price suppression as is completely necessary. Now, it's not ideal tokenomics, but it's not terrible either because it's a slow and punishing unlock over a long period of time, which means that the price will be to a degree suppressed until then, but it could be worse. There's definitely worse ones than this out there. So we go to crypto rank. And as we scroll down, it verifies that we're in that market cap zone, fully diluted market cap, and that's the amount if all the tokens are out on the market is still under 20 million. That still makes this almost degen, even if it is a full unlock. We see another unlock in 11 days. And what we see here is that people that got in for the IDO are up 76%, which means that it's not completely unpumped, but if this is going to take off, this will seem like a good entry point down the line. So on risk reward, it's probably a reasonable entry point is what we're seeing here. We go here to Nansen and have a little look around. We see that there's $230,000 worth of liquidity. Now, for a tiny little altcoin, it's not too bad. It seems like a reasonable amount of liquidity here, and the audits seem to be fairly favorable. So it's failed on two. Let's have a little look. It's not going to tell us. It's not going to tell us because I haven't upgraded, but nonetheless, it seems like a reasonable place to start. So speaking of which, we go to their X account. Now, this is insane. Considering they joined on March 2023 to have this many followers. Now, when I see small, tiny projects like this and that many followers versus, let's have a look. Let's go back a step here. Let's just go back a step and see what we can find. Now, what am I looking for? This, the holders. When I see that there's 18,000 holders, when I go here and I see that there's 349,000 followers, I start to think maybe there's bots involved. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm being overly cynical, but it feels like there may be some bots involved, a bit of manipulation on the social media front. But nonetheless, we see a relatively active account, which is promising. This is good. We go to the website. And what this does, so here we go. Now, it depends what angle you're coming at it. Let's look at the website. Does it let you know what it does? So making it simple for everyone, take back control of their human likeness. So you create an account. You scan your biometric data. Now, for some of you, you're thinking, oh, here we go. It's another world coin. It's going to get loads of data on you. And it seems a little bit dystopian. So now it seems a little bit, hang on, what's going on here? Your unique NFT is minted. So hang on, what does this mean? I've got an NFT. So I give them all of my biometric data and I get an NFT minted that tells me that I'm human. Well done. So there you go. You give all your biometric data and you get an NFT. What a winner. So verify your facial vectors. So, but does it really tell us why we should give all of our vectors and whatnot and airdrops and download the human AI? So let's look a bit further into the coin, because obviously at first sight you're thinking, well, why would I do that? So what does it do? Let's look through this now. So Privasea AI is a decentralized AI network focusing on addressing data privacy and security challenges in artificial intelligence computations. It leverages advanced cryptographic techniques, particularly fully homomorphic encryption, to enable secure processing of encrypting data without compromising privacy. So I could read through all this, but what it effectively does is it verifies that you are you. And what this is a place to store data so that if an AI agent comes along pretending to be you, that it can be double checked. Now, I believe that this is going to be like a zero knowledge proof. So they've got your data and they can check to see whether an AI is actually you versus you. So it's a way to check that. That's what it seems to be doing if you go through this. Now, you're welcome to pause and read all of this should you wish to do so. So, do we trust them? That's going to be one thing. Let's look at sentiment analysis. So, the positive sentiment, it's innovative technology, it's got funding services, market relevance, and community engagement. The negative sentiment, well, market volatility, that's all cryptos. Regulatory concerns, that's pretty much all cryptos. Limited public awareness, that's most cryptos, and technical challenges. So obviously, dealing in AI, we're dealing with rapidly evolving technology. Anything in this market now, today could be a good idea. Next month, or even tomorrow, there could be something bigger, faster, better on the market. So this is what we're dealing with. So the investment case. So it's a pioneer in privacy preserving AI. So Privasea addresses the critical need for secure AI computations, particularly in sensitive sectors like finance and healthcare. So imagine this, your healthcare records are stored and people need to check it. Maybe you found collapsed on a mountain in another country and you need to check it. So something like this would have access to your secure encrypted data and you could double check that it was you that was actually looking for it. But then you might be unconscious. It might be a doctor looking at it. So these are the sort of things, but especially financial markets now. How do you stop people getting at your finances or checking your financial data? So it's obviously designed to work out, to find the way of verifying that you are you in this wave of increasingly impressive AI technology, especially stuff mimicking you. You can have your whole identity stolen online now because of evolving technology. So they've got strong funding and partnerships. There's a good few companies behind this, high market potential, token utility and incentives, and a scalable infrastructure. So the bearish case, well, that's probably going to be all the stuff associated with just about every crypto. The financial markets, we know there's a punishing vesting schedule behind this. And the conclusion. So Privasea AI is a promising project addressing critical privacy challenges in AI. So blah, blah, blah. There you have it, my lunatic friends. A very exciting sounding technology and a very cursory review. So I'm not invested in this. So I'm not deeper diving. I'm just seeing, oh, this is an interesting little AI, potentially crypto gem. It's very early stage. Does it represent a good entry point? Well, judging by the chart behind me, it seems quite reasonable. Although don't be deceived, my lunatic friends, because although that looks like people are sitting on massive losses, the early stage investors are still up, even at this repressed price. They're sitting on about 80% returns. So as tokens flood into the market, which they will do up until 2030, we're going to see price suppression on this project, regardless how good it is. Now, the company's set up in Sweden, that we know. So, and we can even find who's behind the project. So there's a bit of transparency there as well. And could it be the next big thing? Well, I don't know. I really don't. I would certainly do some more digging. It's a very exciting entry point for degens. And risk reward, well, it looks fairly evenly balanced now, but nonetheless, this is trending at the moment on CoinMarketCap for whatever reason, and there's a little buzz but going on around it. So for you to decide whether this is going to be your degen play or your moonshot, if this is going to join me on the moon in the Lunar Cafe, who knows, my lunatic friend? Who knows? But if you've enjoyed this and you want more of these little moonshots, you want more of these little reports or reviews, then please do like and subscribe to the channel, especially if you're still watching now. There's another video there. And stay lunatic, have fun, and make money in crypto.